And I get that out of every 150,000 of these kids, one of them will be a Stephen Hawking's. But 149,999 of them are just going to be fucking idiots who never discover anything.
I would love to attempt to argue that with you, but I really can't because it's just not possible.
What's left to discover, really? What do you... There's nothing. And they just come up with stupid shit that makes no sense anyway. Fuck this. So just taking away from what I had that's important. Like their answer when they said they couldn't figure out why when they added up mass and they added up matter in space, it didn't add up. So instead of actually fucking exploring it, they came up with antimatter. Oh, it must just be antimatter. What does that mean? It's matter you can't see or detect. But it fucking makes our math right. Oh, yeah.
It's our equation that we just fucked up.
We'll just have to take your word for it. Hey, how big was that asteroid again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck you and your math.
Fucking.
We're just supposed to take what's antimatter? Oh, it's this matter you can't detect, you can't see, we don't even know it's there, but balances the book, so we all agree it's cool.
You can't prove it.
No, we can't prove it, and if we try, the universe will literally collapse in on itself.
But we're telling you, it exists.
They built that big fucking thing in CERN in Switzerland. It's like, we got this thing, it proves the Big Bang Theory, but if we use it, we'll destroy the universe. Maybe. We don't know.
Or
but
nothing happens. We don't know.
There is a chance the universe will implode on itself. So we can't prove anything, and we can't actually do anything to prove the shit we can't prove, because if we're right, we're all fucked. I want Neil deGrasse Tyson to come out and say that. Hey, if we actually tested any of our theories, we would destroy the universe, so that's better than climate change. I don't know. I don't think... Don't encourage your kids to become, like, theoretical anything. Get them to be a real thing.
Yeah.
Get them to figure out how to fix a car.
Yeah, how about that? I'm going to change the oil.
That's something you're always going to need. That's something that's always going to be a good job. Learn mechanics. You can always do it. Theoretical physicist, you lose your job, what the fuck? You can't even work at Wendy's.
Not only that, but if your job gets proven, now what do you do?
Then you're fucked.
Now you're out of a job.
Mechanics will always work. Get your kid to be a mechanic, not a theoretical anything, because that means unemployable every guy. It's bullshit, and it's expensive. You got to look at a doctorate. What are you a doctor in? Oh, I'm a doctor in making shit up.
Guessing.
Well, then I am too. Like, that's the thing. How do you prove I'm not a theoretical physicist? That's how I identify now. Prove me wrong. Nobody knows enough to prove whether anything you're saying is fucking true. You can just be putting up letters and numbers and your big fucking equations. No one knows if they're real or not, so we just go, holy fuck, he's smart. We don't know. No one can challenge you on anything you say, so we just don't. We just let you do your thing and fucking make robots, and you have your stupid robot war fucking shows on TV, which is really all you guys do. But we don't, E equals blah, 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 with the fucking blah, 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 and the big, long, like, Goodwill Hunting style equations. Nobody knows that shit, and nobody cares, so we just go, yeah, you're smart, cool, go do something with it. What is it? I would like one theoretical physicist to come out and actually solve a fucking problem. That would be amazing. Like, something that matters. Don't solve, like, fucking prove that Pluto's not a planet. Who was giving a fuck about, who was losing sleep over that?
Do you want to know how you know theoretical physicist bullshit is bullshit? Because The Simpsons did a whole thing where Homer came up with the theory of everything, and the equation that they put up on the board, which was literally just a whole random shit of bullcrap all over the board, turned out to be a theory.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I could write one. I could write some smart fucking theory right now. Or what do they call it? Like a problem or whatever?
Probable theorem, I think.
I can come up with one right now and post it online and be like, mostly, I don't even know all the symbols they use. Where's a calculator? I can pull some fucking symbols off of and make this look like smart guy shit. But it doesn't solve anything. There's no like, oh my god, I did this equation and then I cured cancer. That's not how that works.
Black holes exist.
No one does an equation and solves a problem that matters in the world.
No.
Like, I've got the formula for climate change. This changes his back. That would be sick if they did that, but they don't.
No. They'll come up with a formula of what climate change is, in the sense of E equals whatever. That's climate change.
Yeah.
Okay, how do we solve it? Well, we don't.
We don't solve stuff. We come up with the formulas.
That's all we do.
Solve problems. Don't do that. Don't do that thing. And that doesn't make you smart. I don't think you're smart. I think if you're there doing that shit and I know how to steal your wallet while you're doing that, then I'm the smart one and you're the fucking idiot. So if I could distract you and steal your identity while you're solving dark matter, I'm the smart one. And you're done.
We're creating antimatter. Oh.
All right.
Fuck.
We are way into the show. And I have shit. What do you have? You can throw one more at me because it sounds like you want to. Then we're moving on.
No, I'm done. I got nothing else.
You sure?
Mundane chores that take up your time and headspace, so they're bad for you. That's it. I got nothing.
Who would? Mundane? Well, yeah, of course. That's not news.
Yeah, they're apparently it's officially stated now. It is actually bad for you to do chores.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been saying that since I was 4.
Right. So is all lazy people. That's what happens.
Yeah, right.
Like, shut up.
No, chores are bad for you. So is moving and not eating chips. You know what? That's funny. That speaks to another larger problem in the universe that I won't get too far into it, but that's really where we become, where we shit on people who do stuff for a living. Like, that's not cool anymore. Fucking sitting around in an office doing nothing and coming up with some theory, that's respectable. But guys who do stuff with their hands and make things for the world, those guys get shit on. They're not respected. They're looked down upon now. It's like, even you fucking physicists need the building you work in. Well, guess who built that for you? Fucking respect.
That's right.
And it's we're at that point now where these fucking goddamn millennial motherfuckers have just made it. Chores are bad for you. Yeah, fucking manual labor's for monkeys. Like, no, fuck, manual labor used to be a good thing. When did work become a bad word? Work used to be a good thing. You worked hard and you felt good about yourself and you got respected for it and you got more stuff for it. Now you get shit on if you work for a living. It's a sick way the world is going, and I don't understand it. But you need us to fix your fucking expensive cars. You need us. You call a plumber. You call people to come, contractors to fix your house, and then behind your back, our backs, you fucking shit on us for actually working for a living. And now kids look at it like I saw it go that way. Like when I was a kid, they started pulling shop classes out of schools, and now
that's such a dumb idea.
Now it's just fucking like you wouldn't even imagine doing something like that. But guess what? It's still a person doing that shit. It's still a person fixing your car. It's not all robots yet. You guys haven't figured it out. So chores are not a bad thing. Chores are what make you fucking human. Chores are what you have to do. If we didn't all do our chores, we would have never evolved. That's all that made us evolve was mundane fucking tasks. That's the key to the fucking universe.
Yeah. If you don't want to do chores, that's fine, but you'll be living, just be homeless and live in a pigsty. Because that's what you'll be doing.
That's when you die of disease. That's when coronavirus becomes a threat. It's because you sit around and you don't do any fucking chores. That's stupid. Yes, doing Monday, you know what? Working hard every day probably shortens your life. Fucking everything we need to survive probably knocks a couple years off the end. That's just, what do? Fucking sit in a bubble and cry about coronavirus.
Yeah.
That's why it's scary. I can see to you pasty fucks who've never been outside and worked a day in your life. Yeah, it's probably scary. I get it now. You're right. For you weak motherfuckers who've never done a chore, you've never had a sniffle, you've never put down your Xbox controller long enough to figure out what's going on around you. Yeah, the coronavirus might be bad for you. You're all the fucking peanut kid. Yeah, the peanut kid, coronavirus is scary. Because you have no immune system. Because you're a pasty fuck sitting in your dark apartment on your goddamn computer complaining about chores. I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Yeah.
And I hope,
fully agree.
I'm going to send you to the Middle East.
I hope your worlds come crashing down on top of yourselves.
I want to ship you all to the Middle East. I don't want an asteroid to wipe you out. I'm just going to ship you over to the Middle East so Roger Waters can hate you.
That's amazing.
This is a long episode.
I'm enjoying it, though. This is one of the most fun I've had in an episode in a long time.
I'm glad to hear that. That's how I intended it, and it's going that way. And that pleases me. I wanted it to be like that, and I think the general tone of the show will change for a little while, because I'm getting back into pointing out things that are important and things that matter. And they are not physicists or Americans getting shot. Go shoot some theoretical physicists. Leave the black guys alone for a while and go to Harvard and fuck up some smart kids. That's my advice to police. I would like that. Wipe out the whole physics department. I'm not actively saying go kill people. I'm just, if you gotta shoot someone, if you're a cop and there's no black kids around, shoot a physicist. That's whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is they're impossible because they don't go outside.
That's true. It's not going to be easy. It's not like pegging off black people that are outside all the time. And easy. I'm not saying they're always outside and black, but you know what I mean. They're active. They do their fucking chores. That's why.
Yeah, because mom will kick the shit out of them if they don't.
Wow.
This is about to get really racist.
I have pissed off some people tonight. If I don't get an email tonight, then I win.
That just means we have to keep getting worse till we finally get one.
Apparently. I'm not even doing this on purpose. I stopped listening to me like 45 minutes ago. I don't even know what's going on over here. I got one of those adult coloring books. I've been just doing that. I even took the headphones out 20 minutes ago. I can't even hear you.
I unplugged the mic. I don't even know what's going on.
All right. I do want to move on to a couple things that are pretty monumental. Because there were a lot of monumental things have happened in British Columbia in the last week. Obviously, the biggest news, Uber and Lyft finally got cleared to operate in the Lower Mainland.
Really? I thought they were still fighting against that.
Well, they are still attempting to fight against it. Now, different municipalities have started fining drivers for. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a minute.
Eric came across a porn site.
No, it's just living with parents. So here's the thing. It's been allowed in British Columbia. It's now totally legal here. The government charges like 30 cents per ride. Like that's their cut because they got to get a cut. Now, Surrey is saying there's a $500 fine if you get caught operating within Surrey. Like they're trying to do little municipal things. I don't know why they're... Well, yes, I know why they're fighting it, because taxi drivers are fucking the coronavirus of the planet. And here's the part that really bugs me, though. because Uber and Lyft